What if I told you that the key to unlocking your best year yet lies within your own mindset? Imagine stepping into 2025 with a renewed sense of purpose, clarity, and resilience. Today, we embark on a journey inward, guided by the timeless principles of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us that true control and fulfillment come not from external circumstances, but from how we choose to perceive and respond to them. This discussion isn't about selfishness or ignoring the needs of others. It's about a profound journey inward, one that starts with focusing on yourself in a way that aligns with your deepest values and virtues. By doing so, you prepare yourself to make meaningful contributions to your family, community, and the wider world. The Stoics believed that personal virtue and wisdom formed the foundation of a fulfilled life. They taught that by concentrating on our inner world, our choices, responses, and attitudes, we gain genuine control over our happiness and peace of mind. In a world that constantly bombards us with noise, distractions, and conflicting demands, turning inward might seem counterintuitive. Yet, it is precisely this inward focus that serves as an anchor amidst the storm. Picture a sailor navigating rough seas, while the winds and waves are beyond control. The skillful use of the compass on internal guide ensures that the ship stays on course. Similarly, cultivating a strong inner compass through Stoic principles can guide us through life's uncertainties with calm and determination. As we begin this journey, consider the nature of Stoic thought. At its core, Stoicism invites us to distinguish between what we can control and what lies beyond our grasp. This simple yet profound dichotomy is the bedrock of inner peace. When we fixate on outcomes, we cannot influence the behavior of others, unpredictable events, the whims of fate. We set ourselves up for frustration and despair. Instead, Stoicism encourages us to invest our energy in shaping our own responses, judgments, and actions. By doing so, we transform our relationship with the world, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. Reflecting on this idea, think back to a recent challenge or setback. How might your experience have changed if, instead of reacting with frustration, you had approached it as an opportunity to practice resilience and wisdom? This shift in perspective isn't just theoretical, it's a practical tool for transforming your life. By focusing inwardly, you start to see that the most significant changes occur within you, altering how you interact with and influence the world around you. Moreover, an inward focus does not imply withdrawal from society. On the contrary, it prepares you to engage with the world more meaningfully. When your actions stem from a place of deep understanding and alignment with your values, you can contribute more authentically. For example, a leader grounded in Stoic philosophy approaches challenges with clear judgment and compassion, inspiring trust and respect. This inner clarity allows not only for personal growth, but also for positive influence on those around you. Consider the metaphor of a tree rooted firmly in the earth. Its roots represent our inner values and principles, anchoring us firmly, regardless of how wild the storm may become. As the wind blows and the branches sway, the tree remains stable, because its strength comes from deep within. Similarly, when you cultivate an unshakable inner focus, external events, no matter how tumultuous, cannot uproot you. Instead, you bend gracefully, adapt, and continue growing, ever more resilient and steadfast. The journey inward is not a destination, but an ongoing process, a continuous refinement of character and purpose. It requires daily reflection, mindfulness, and deliberate practice. Simple routines like morning meditation, journaling, or quiet contemplation can serve as doorways into deeper self. Over time, these practices help uncover what truly matters to you, what virtues you wish to embody, and how you can live in accordance with those ideals. As we progress through this series, we will delve deeper into practical Stoic techniques and insights that help refine your mindset and align your life with your core values. We will explore how to overcome adversity with resilience, how to find meaning in everyday actions, and how to create a ripple effect of positive change, starting from within. For now, take a moment to breathe, center yourself, and open your mind to the possibility that the most significant change for the coming year starts not with external achievements, but with an inward shift in perspective. Recognize that by turning your focus inward and cultivating wisdom, you lay the foundation for a life that is not only successful, but deeply fulfilling and impactful. Stay with me on this transformative journey. In the following parts, we will further explore how embracing Stoic principles can reshape your approach to life, helping you navigate challenges with calm, act with integrity, and ultimately unlock the potential for your best year yet. Having set the foundation of inward focus, we now delve deeper into a pivotal element of this journey, discovering your why, understanding the underlying motivations that drive your actions. The core purpose behind what you do is essential for transforming your mindset and shaping your best year yet. Through the lens of Stoic philosophy, this process involves deep introspection, self-examination, and aligning your actions with your most fundamental values. Stoicism teaches that true fulfillment comes not from external achievements, but from living in harmony with your inner principles. To uncover your why, you must engage in a journey of self-reflection, asking yourself profound questions. What brings me genuine joy? What values resonate most deeply with me? What do I wish to contribute to the world? These questions aren't meant to be answered hastily. They require quiet contemplation and honesty. Imagine starting each day with a moment of reflection, a time when you pause before the day's chaos begins, and ask yourself, why am I here? What is my purpose? This simple, yet powerful practice sets the tone for the day, grounding you in your deepest convictions. As you meditate on these questions, you'll begin to see patterns in your thoughts and behaviors. Perhaps you realize that creativity, connection, or service to others is at the heart of your motivation. Or maybe it's the pursuit of wisdom, justice, or courage that calls to you most strongly. The Stoics believed that by focusing on our internal lives, we gain real control over our happiness. They emphasized that while we cannot change external events, we can change how we perceive and react to them. This mindset ties directly into understanding your why. When you know the reason behind your actions, you are better equipped to handle setbacks, make wise decisions, and maintain a sense of purpose amidst uncertainty. To illustrate this, consider the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and devout Stoic. Despite the immense pressure and challenges he faced, Marcus Aurelius found strength in his philosophy. He wrote extensively about self-examination and the importance of aligning his actions with his values. His meditations serve as a guide, reminding us that the real battle is within, conquering our fears, doubts, and destructive habits to live according to our principles. By adopting a similar practice of self-reflection, you can start uncovering your true motivations and guiding your life with clarity. Discovering your why is not a one-time event, but an evolving process. As you grow and encounter new experiences, your understanding of yourself may deepen or shift. This fluidity is natural. Periodically revisiting and refining your why ensures that you remain aligned with your evolving values. Regular reflection acts as a compass, keeping you on track even when external circumstances change. Practically, discovering your why can begin with journaling. Dedicate time each day or week to write down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Ask yourself, what moments made me feel most alive? When did I feel truly aligned with my values? What recurring themes or desires emerge? Over time, patterns will become clear, guiding you to a deeper understanding of your core motivations. Engaging in conversations with mentors, trusted friends, or through philosophical readings can also aid this discovery. Hearing others articulate their purpose and how they align their actions with their values can spark insights within yourself. Stoic texts, such as those by Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, provide not only wisdom but also practical exercises to cultivate self-awareness and introspection. As you begin to uncover your why, consider how it influences the decisions you make and the actions you take. For instance, if your core motivation is to live a life of service, how does that shape your career choices? the way you interact with others, or how you spend your time. Aligning your daily actions with your discovered purpose creates a sense of coherence and fulfillment. It transforms mundane tasks into steps on a meaningful path and infuses challenges with a greater sense of purpose. It's important to recognize that focusing on yourself in this way does not mean isolation from the world or neglecting others. On the contrary, by understanding and strengthening your inner foundation, you become more capable of positively impacting those around you. Your clearer sense of purpose allows you to engage with your family, community, and colleagues more effectively and compassionately, creating meaningful connections and contributing to collective well-being. Furthermore, uncovering your why provides resilience during tough times. When faced with adversity, recalling your core purpose can serve as a guiding light, reminding you of what truly matters and why you are pursuing certain paths. This inner anchor helps you navigate storms without losing sight of your values, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth and reaffirmation of your commitment. As we move forward in this series, we will continue to explore how delving into your inner world and discovering your why is a powerful tool for personal transformation. By embracing Stoic practices of self-reflection, aligning actions with your core values, and continuously refining your purpose, you lay the groundwork for a life of intention, resilience, and profound impact. Stay with me as we dive deeper into practical steps and insights on this journey of self-discovery and personal mastery. Having begun the journey inward and started uncovering your why, the next crucial step is aligning your actions with your core values. This process is about transforming insights into daily practices, ensuring that every decision and behavior resonates with your deepest principles. By doing so, you not only live authentically, but also create a ripple effect of positive change in your world. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation are not just abstract ideals, but practical guides for everyday living. When you align your actions with these virtues, you build a coherent life that reflects who you truly are. This alignment provides clarity in decision-making, enhances your integrity, and strengthens your resolve in the face of adversity. Understanding the importance of alignment, consider a time when your actions didn't match your values. Perhaps you compromised on honesty for convenience or acted against your principles under pressure. Such moments often lead to inner conflict, dissatisfaction, and a sense of disconnection from one's true self. On the other hand, when your decisions and behaviors consistently reflect your core values, you experience a profound sense of integrity and peace. This harmony between belief and action grounds you, making you resilient against external chaos. Practical steps for alignment. Identify core values. Begin by clearly identifying the values that matter most to you. These could include honesty, compassion, responsibility, growth, or service. Reflect on moments in your life when you felt most fulfilled. What values were being honored in those instances? Write them down as a reference point. Evaluate current actions. Review your daily habits, choices, and behaviors. Ask yourself, do these actions reflect my core values? For example, if one of your values is honesty, do you practice transparency in your communications? If compassion is central, how do you engage with those around you during their struggles? Set intentional goals. Create specific, actionable goals that align with your values. If you value service, perhaps volunteering or mentoring becomes a regular part of your schedule. If personal growth is key, commit to continuous learning through reading, courses, or reflective practices. Develop mindful awareness. Throughout your day, pause before making significant decisions. Ask, does this choice align with my values? This moment of mindfulness can steer you away from impulsive decisions that conflict with your true self. Reflect and adjust. At the end of each day, take time to reflect on your actions. Journaling can be invaluable here. Write about situations where you successfully aligned with your values and areas where you could improve. Over time, this practice sharpens your awareness and reinforces your commitment to living authentically. Stoic exemplars of alignment. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, often wrote about the importance of aligning his actions with Stoic virtues, even amidst the immense pressures of leadership. His meditations reveal a man who constantly checked whether his decisions reflected wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. By doing so, he maintained a sense of integrity and inner peace, despite external turmoil. Similarly, Epictetus taught that external events do not disturb us. Rather, it is our judgments about them. This perspective encourages us to respond to life's challenges in ways that are consistent with our values. When we face temptation, anger, or disappointment, we can choose responses that uphold our principles rather than betray them. Benefits of alignment. When your actions align with your core values, several positive outcomes follow. Increased self-respect. Living authentically builds a strong sense of self-respect and confidence, as you are true to who you are, rather than conforming to external expectations. Trust and respect from others. People are drawn to those who exhibit consistency and integrity. By aligning your actions with your values, you foster trust and respect in your personal and professional relationships. Resilience in adversity. A value-driven life provides a stable foundation. When challenges arise, your core values guide your responses, helping you navigate difficulties with clarity and steadiness. Meaningful impact. Decisions made from a place of authenticity and alignment often lead to more meaningful outcomes. You contribute to your community and surroundings in ways that are not only effective but also deeply fulfilling. Challenges and strategies. Aligning actions with values is not without challenges. Social pressures, fear of judgment, or the allure of immediate gratification can tempt us away from our principles. Here are some strategies to overcome these obstacles. Accountability partners. Surround yourself with people who share or respect your values. They can offer support, gently challenge you when you stray, and celebrate your successes. Positive reinforcement. Celebrate moments when you live in accordance with your values. Recognizing and rewarding yourself for maintaining integrity reinforces positive behavior. Learn from setbacks. When you notice a misalignment, view it as a learning opportunity rather than a failure. Reflect on what led to the situation and how you might handle it differently in the future. A vision for the future. As you work to align your actions with your core values, envision how this alignment will shape your life in 2025 and beyond. Imagine feeling a profound sense of peace, knowing that your daily actions reflect your true self. Picture the positive impact you can have on your family, community, and world, acting not out of impulse or external pressure, but from a place of authenticity and purpose. Stoicism reminds us that the journey of self-improvement is continuous. There's no final destination where one becomes perfectly aligned. Instead, it's an ongoing practice of reflection, adjustment, and commitment. Every step you take in aligning your actions with your values is a step toward a more meaningful, impactful, and fulfilling life. As we continue our journey, having aligned our actions with our core values, the next step is to cultivate the inner strength required to face life's inevitable challenges. In this part, we explore how to harness Stoic willpower and resilience, equipping ourselves to navigate adversity with calm determination and unwavering integrity. Stoicism teaches that while external events remain beyond our control, our responses to them are entirely within our power. This insight is the cornerstone of building resilience. When we encounter hardships, be it personal setbacks, professional obstacles, or unexpected crises, our ability to remain grounded and act in accordance with our values becomes our greatest asset. Understanding willpower as a Stoic virtue. Willpower is not about suppressing emotions or denying pain. It is about harnessing our inner resources to make choices that reflect our highest ideals. It involves discipline, self-control, and the courage to persist in the face of hardship. The Stoics believed that by strengthening our will, we could transform obstacles into opportunities for growth, rather than sources of despair. Imagine facing a significant setback, a project at work failing, a relationship under strain, or a personal goal seeming out of reach. Your initial reaction might be frustration, anger, or fear. But with a disciplined approach rooted in Stoic willpower, you can pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with your values. This deliberate action transforms the challenge from a paralyzing threat into a manageable situation, a chance to exercise courage, patience, and wisdom. Techniques for building Stoic resilience. Negative visualization. One powerful Stoic practice is negative visualization, contemplating potential hardships and losses before they occur. By mentally rehearsing how you would handle adversity, you prepare yourself emotionally and mentally for real-life challenges. This practice reduces shock when difficulties arise and reinforces the belief that you have the strength to overcome them. Mindful reflection. Regularly reflect on past challenges and how you responded. Identify moments where your reactions were guided by your values and note what worked well. Conversely, acknowledge times when you deviated from your path and consider what you could do differently. This honest self-assessment sharpens your judgment and reinforces your commitment to Stoic virtues. Emotional regulation. Resilience involves managing emotions effectively. Stoicism encourages us to observe our feelings without being overwhelmed by them. Techniques such as deep breathing, pausing before reacting, or reframing a situation can help you maintain clarity. By doing so, you prevent impulsive decisions that might compromise your values or worsen the situation. Small acts of discipline. Strengthening willpower is like training a muscle. It requires consistent, small acts of discipline. Whether it's sticking to a morning routine, resisting a minor temptation, or committing to a daily meditation practice. These actions build your capacity for self-control. Over time, you'll find yourself better equipped to handle more significant challenges. The role of adversity in growth. Stoics view adversity not as an enemy, but as a teacher. Each obstacle you face has the potential to reveal inner strengths you didn't know you possessed. By confronting difficulties with a resilient mindset, you transform them into catalysts for personal development. For instance, a professional failure might prompt you to learn new skills, reevaluate your strategies, or develop deeper empathy for others facing similar struggles. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, often reflected on how setbacks and criticisms were opportunities to practice virtues like patience, humility, and courage. He reminded himself that while he couldn't control external events, he could control his response, shaping his character through each challenge. His meditations encourage us to see every hardship as a chance to grow wiser and stronger, applying Stoic resilience in daily life. Consider a situation where you face criticism or rejection. Instead of reacting defensively or with anger, take a deep breath and step back. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this feedback? How can I use it to improve? This approach not only diffuses negative emotions, but transforms criticism into a constructive force. When confronted with uncertainty or change, such as a career shift or personal loss, remember the Stoic principle of focusing on what lies within your control. You may not control the situation, but you can control how you adapt, what you learn, and how you support others through it. Each small decision made with intentionality builds resilience, reinforcing your ability to remain steadfast in the face of life's storms. The ripple effect of resilience. Cultivating willpower and resilience does more than benefit you. It influences those around you. People naturally look to resilient individuals for guidance during tough times. By exemplifying calm, principled responses to adversity, you inspire others to adopt similar approaches. This ripple effect creates a more supportive and steadfast community, where collective resilience becomes a shared strength. As you practice Stoic willpower and resilience, remember that these virtues are developed over time. Each challenge faced with integrity adds another layer of strength to your character. Embrace setbacks as lessons, use adversity to sharpen your inner resources, and remain focused on what you can control. This steadfast approach not only prepares you for a transformative year, but also enhances your ability to contribute positively to your world, living a life of purpose, courage, and unwavering resolve. As we move further along our Stoic journey, we encounter a virtue that may seem at odds with the Stoic ideal of self-control, unconditional love, and compassion. However, in the Stoic framework, these qualities are not about losing oneself in others, but about extending empathy and kindness from a place of inner strength and wisdom. In this segment, we will explore how embracing unconditional love and compassion deepens our humanity, enriches our relationships, and strengthens our Stoic practice. Understanding unconditional love. In Stoicism, unconditional love, from a Stoic perspective, is about recognizing the shared human condition. It is the understanding that everyone, ourselves included, is on a journey of growth, facing trials and imperfections. This perspective encourages us to look beyond judgments and see the inherent worth and potential in each person. By doing so, we cultivate a compassionate outlook that remains steady, regardless of external circumstances. Stoicism teaches that by focusing inwardly and strengthening our character, we become better equipped to extend genuine compassion to others. When our emotions are balanced and our judgments clear, we can approach others with empathy, rather than criticism. This does not mean we condone harmful behavior, but that we strive to understand its roots, while maintaining boundaries, all from a place of equanimity. Practicing compassionate. A key step in embracing unconditional love is starting with self-compassion. Stoics emphasize the importance of treating oneself with the same kindness and understanding we would offer a friend. Reflect on moments when you were harsh on yourself or others. How might compassion have changed the outcome? By gently forgiving our own mistakes and accepting our imperfections, we set the stage for extending that same understanding to those around us. Imagine encountering someone who has wronged you or caused you pain. Stoic compassion invites you to pause and consider their perspective. What struggles might they be facing? How can you respond in a way that upholds your values of wisdom and justice while still showing empathy? This approach transforms potential conflicts into opportunities for growth and deeper connection. Techniques for cultivating unconditional love and compassion. Mindful empathy. Practice active listening when interacting with others. Give them your full attention. Seek to understand their feelings and experiences without immediate judgment. This mindful empathy opens the door to truly seeing the other person and connecting with their humanity. Loving kindness meditation. Spend a few moments each day silently wishing well to yourself, loved ones, those you find challenging, and ultimately all beings. Phrases like, "May I be happy," "May I be at peace," extend slowly to, "May you be happy," "May you be at peace." Foster an unconditional goodwill that deepens your capacity for compassion. Self-compassion exercises. When feelings of self-criticism arise, gently remind yourself that imperfection is part of being human. Treat yourself as you would a dear friend who is suffering, offering kindness, understanding, and support rather than harsh judgment. Compassionate action. Look for ways to ease the suffering of others. Small acts of kindness, offering a listening ear, or volunteering your time. These actions, rooted in genuine compassion, reaffirm your commitment to Stoic virtues and help build stronger, more empathetic communities. The Stoic balance of love and boundaries. Unconditional love in Stoicism does not mean sacrificing your own well-being or becoming enmeshed in others' problems. It means approaching relationships from a place of inner peace, where you can offer love and support without losing yourself. Setting healthy boundaries is part of this practice. You care for others while maintaining your own integrity and emotional health. Consider the Stoic idea that we are all part of a greater community, web of interconnected beings. True compassion recognizes our shared humanity while acknowledging our individual paths. By cultivating unconditional love, you contribute to a more harmonious world. Yet you remain anchored in your own values and boundaries. Benefits of unconditional love and compassion. Inner peace. Extending compassion reduces internal conflict and resentment, fostering a calmer, more balanced inner life, stronger relationships, genuine empathy, and unconditional support build trust and deepen connections with others. Resilience, compassion softens the blow of adversities by creating a supportive network and a mindset that sees challenges as shared human experiences. Positive influence. Acting with unconditional love and compassion often inspires others to reflect on their own behavior, creating a ripple effect of kindness. Stoic explorers, Stoic philosophers like Seneca often emphasized compassion, tempered by wisdom. While advocating for self-control, they urged understanding and kindness towards others. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds himself to consider others' perspectives and to act justly and kindly, even when under great pressure. By embracing unconditional love and compassion, you enrich your Stoic practice and your life. This approach strengthens your inner resilience, deepens your relationships, and fosters a sense of connection with the world. As you continue to focus inwardly and align your actions with your values, let compassion be a guiding light, balancing strength with kindness and wisdom with empathy. As we progress further along our Stoic journey, we arrive at another transformative virtue, acceptance and forgiveness. Building on the inner focus, resilience, and compassion we have explored, this part delves into how embracing acceptance and forgiveness can liberate us from past burdens, heal our hearts, and deepen our capacity for inner peace. Stoicism teaches that our suffering often stems not from events themselves, but from our judgments and expectations about them. When we learn to accept reality as it is, without clinging to how we wish it, we free ourselves from unnecessary pain. Acceptance is not passive resignation. It is an active engagement with life that acknowledges what cannot be changed, while focusing our energy on what we can influence. Forgiveness, closely related to acceptance, involves letting go of resentment and anger toward others and ourselves, recognizing that holding on to such emotions only hinders our growth. The practice of acceptance. Consider a difficult experience from your past, a moment of loss, betrayal, or failure. Initially, you might feel anger, regret, or sorrow. Stoic acceptance invites you to face these emotions head-on, to observe them without being overwhelmed. By acknowledging reality as it is, rather than how you wish it had been, you begin to dissolve the grip of negative emotions. Acceptance involves several key steps. Acknowledgement. Fully recognize the situation and its impact on you, without denial or distortion. Understanding. Reflect on the aspects that were beyond your control, such as others' actions or unforeseen circumstances. Letting go. Consciously release the desire to change what cannot be changed, shifting focus to your responses and future actions. Through acceptance, you gradually transform your perspective. What once seemed like insurmountable obstacles become lessons that teach resilience, patience, and wisdom. This shift does not mean you condone injustice or stop striving for improvement, but rather that you stop wasting energy on resistance to reality and instead channel that energy into constructive actions. The healing power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a natural extension of acceptance. Holding on to anger or grudges can weigh heavily on the soul, clouding judgment and robbing you of peace. Forgiveness does not imply forgetting or excusing harmful behavior. Instead, it means releasing the hold that these events have on your emotions. By forgiving, you reclaim your power and create space for healing. Imagine carrying a heavy burden, everyday resentment, bitterness, or regret. These emotions can distort your interactions, sap your energy, and prevent you from living fully. Forgiveness lightens this load. It's an act of self-compassion, where you choose to free yourself from the chains of the past. In forgiving others and yourself, you acknowledge that everyone is flawed and that mistakes are part of the human experience. Techniques for cultivating acceptance and forgiveness. Reflective journaling. Write about experiences that evoke strong emotions, anger, hurt, sadness. As you write, explore what happened, what you expected, and what you can accept now. This process helps you gain perspective and gradually let go of attachments to outcomes. Empathetic understanding. When you find yourself holding a grudge, try to understand the other person's perspective. What might have led them to act in a way that hurt you? This doesn't justify the behavior but can soften your feelings and foster forgiveness. Mindfulness meditation. Practice mindfulness by observing your thoughts and feelings about past events without judgment. Recognize these feelings as transient and separate from your core self. This distance can make it easier to accept and forgive. Positive affirmations. Use affirmations that reinforce acceptance and forgiveness, such as "I release the past and embrace peace," or "I forgive myself and others to move forward with a light heart." Repeating these can gradually shift your mindset. The benefits of acceptance and forgiveness. Embracing acceptance and forgiveness brings numerous benefits. Inner peace. Letting go of grudges and unrealistic expectations eases mental burdens, fostering a calmer state of mind. Emotional freedom. Freed from the weight of resentment, you can experience greater joy, openness, and empathy toward others. Improved relationships. Forgiveness can mend broken relationships, as it opens the door to understanding and reconciliation based on genuine compassion rather than lingering bitterness. Resilience. Accepting what you cannot change and forgiving past hurts strengthens your ability to face future challenges with grace and optimism. Stoic insights on acceptance and forgiveness. Stoic thinkers like Epictetus emphasize that while we cannot control external events, we can control our judgments and reactions. By shifting focus from what we cannot change to how we respond, we practice acceptance. Marcus Aurelius wrote about the importance of forgiving others, reminding himself that people act out of ignorance or weakness, and that holding on to anger only harms our own souls. These timeless insights encourage us to view forgiveness as a rational choice that benefits our well-being. Applying acceptance and forgiveness in daily life. When a negative event or interaction occurs, take a moment to pause and breathe. Remind yourself that your reaction is within your control, and that acceptance can ease the emotional burden. If you harbor resentment, consider writing a letter expressing your feelings without necessarily sending it, as a way to process and release those emotions. Practice self-forgiveness by acknowledging past mistakes, understanding that they are part of your growth, and giving yourself permission to move on without self-criticism. As you incorporate acceptance and forgiveness into your life, you will find that you become lighter, more resilient, and better equipped to handle future challenges. This process is not about denying pain, but about transforming it, seeing each hurt as a lesson that contributes to your personal evolution. By releasing the burdens of the past and embracing reality with compassion, you create space for true inner peace and greater capacity for love. As we progress further in our Stoic journey, we now turn our focus to a virtue that stands at the heart of enduring wisdom: patience. In a world driven by immediate gratification and rapid change, the Stoic practice of patience offers a steadying force that enables us to navigate life's complexities with calm determination. In this segment, we will explore how cultivating patience not only enhances personal resilience, but also aligns with Stoic principles, transforming our approach to challenges and fostering a deeper sense of fulfillment. Understanding patience in Stoicism. Patience, from a Stoic perspective, is far more than mere waiting. It's an active quality that involves maintaining composure, reflection, and purposeful action over time. The Stoics viewed patience as an essential component of wisdom. It is the ability to accept the unfolding of events at their own pace without frustration, recognizing that many aspects of life are beyond our control. By cultivating patience, we train ourselves to remain steady in the face of delays, setbacks, and uncertainties, channeling our energy into what we can influence rather than being swept away by immediate impulses. The role of patience in personal growth. Consider the process of building a strong foundation. It requires time, careful planning, and steady effort. Similarly, personal growth and mastery of one's character do not happen overnight. They require a patient, sustained commitment to self-improvement. Every obstacle, every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to practice patience. When we meet adversity with calm acceptance rather than agitation, we not only preserve our inner peace, but also create a space for thoughtful action. Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the virtue of patience as fundamental to a well-lived life. They recognized that impatience tends to cloud judgment, lead to hasty decisions, and disrupt our pursuit of virtue. By contrast, patience allows us to respond to challenges with clarity, measured actions, and a long-term perspective. Practical techniques to cultivate patience: mindful breathing and pause. When feelings of impatience or frustration arise, take a moment to breathe deeply. This simple act can interrupt the cycle of immediate reaction, offering a brief pause to regain composure. In these moments, remind yourself of the Stoic principle that you have the power to control your response, even if you cannot control the situation. Long-term perspective: reflect on how today's setbacks fit into the larger picture of your life goals. Patience is easier to practice when you understand that meaningful progress often unfolds gradually. Visualize your long-term vision and consider how small, consistent efforts contribute to this bigger picture. Embrace delays as learning opportunities. Instead of viewing delays or obstacles as mere annoyances, see them as opportunities to practice patience and resilience. Each moment of waiting is a chance to observe your thoughts, refine your attitudes, and build endurance. This shift in perspective turns frustration into an invitation for inner growth. Set incremental goals. Break down larger ambitions into smaller, manageable tasks. By focusing on incremental progress, you reduce the urge for immediate results and cultivate patience. Celebrate each small victory as a step toward your greater goal, reinforcing the value of steady perseverance. Reflective journaling on patience. At the end of each day, journal about moments when you felt impatient and how you responded. Analyze what triggered these feelings and how you might approach similar situations differently in the future. Over time, this practice builds self-awareness and strengthens your capacity for patience. Patience and Stoic resilience. Patience is tightly intertwined with resilience, the ability to withstand adversity and bounce back stronger. When you cultivate patience, you learn to endure difficulties without succumbing to despair or rash reactions. Instead of resisting what you cannot change, you accept it calmly, adjust your course, and move forward with purpose. This mindset is at the core of Stoic resilience, viewing obstacles not as insurmountable barriers, but as challenges that test and ultimately strengthen your character. The ripple effects of patience. Living patiently does not only benefit your internal state, it also positively affects those around you. People are drawn to calm and composed individuals, especially in stressful situations. By embodying patience, you set an example for others, fostering a more harmonious environment in your family, workplace, or community. Your steady presence can diffuse tense situations, encourage thoughtful discourse, and inspire others to adopt a more measured approach to their own challenges. Stoic wisdom on patience. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This aphorism captures the essence of patience, accepting obstacles as part of the journey and using them as fuel for progress. When you pause, instead of reacting impulsively, you allow time for reflection, learning, and thoughtful decision-making, transforming every delay into an opportunity for growth. Integrating patience into daily life. Begin your day with a brief meditation, setting an intention to face moments of frustration with calm and patience. Throughout your day, practice pausing before reacting, especially in challenging interactions or unexpected disruptions. Remind yourself that each moment of waiting or discomfort is temporary and holds the potential for personal insight. Reflect regularly on how patience has influenced your actions and decisions, reinforcing positive changes and identifying areas for further growth. Cultivating patience is a continuous journey, one that shapes your character and enhances your Stoic practice. By accepting that meaningful change takes time and viewing obstacles as opportunities, you build resilience and foster a steady, purpose-driven life. As you weave patience into your daily routine, you not only enrich your own experience, but also create a calming influence on those around you. As we conclude this series on Stoic principles, it's time to weave together all that we have learned and focus on practical integration. In this final segment, we will discuss how to apply the insights from inward focus, discovering your why, aligning actions with values, harnessing willpower and resilience, embracing unconditional love, practicing acceptance and forgiveness, and cultivating patience, transforming these virtues into daily habits that guide your life. The Stoic path isn't just a theoretical exercise. It's a way of living that starts with deliberate choices each day. By now, you've explored a journey inward, discovered core motivations, aligned your actions with your values, built resilience, practiced compassion, and learned the virtues of acceptance, forgiveness, and patience. The challenge that remains is to take these insights off the page and make them a living part of your everyday routine, applying Stoic principles daily. Morning reflection and intention setting. Begin each day by revisiting your core values and your why. Spend a few moments meditating on your intentions, recalling the Stoic virtues you aim to embody. This sets a purposeful tone for the day, reminding you that regardless of what external events unfold, your focus remains within your control. Mindfulness. Throughout the day, pause before reacting. Whether confronted with a challenging situation or a minor inconvenience, take a breath and ask yourself, how can I respond in a way that aligns with my values? This mindful questioning helps to transform automatic, potentially impulsive reactions into thoughtful, principled actions. Regular self. At the end of each day, review your actions and decisions. Journal about moments when you successfully applied Stoic principles, and also times when you fell short. Reflect on what triggered a lapse in patience or compassion, and consider strategies to improve. This ongoing process of self-examination reinforces learning and encourages continuous growth. Compassionate engagement. Practice unconditional love and compassion in your interactions. Whether you're dealing with family, friends, colleagues, or strangers, aim to listen actively, speak kindly, and act with empathy. When faced with conflict or misunderstanding, recall the lessons of acceptance and forgiveness to diffuse tension and foster understanding. Cultivating patience in practice. When delays or frustrations arise, such as traffic, technical issues, or disagreements, use them as opportunities to practice patience. Remind yourself that these moments are part of life's natural rhythm, and that enduring them calmly strengthens your resilience. Over time, patience becomes second nature, easing stress and enhancing your decision-making. Living stoically as a way of being. Living in accordance with Stoic principles transforms how you interact with the world. It encourages you to become a beacon of calm and integrity, influencing those around you through example. As you consistently act with wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation, your life becomes a living testimony to the power of these virtues, inspiring others to reflect on their own paths. This approach also redefines success. Rather than measuring achievements solely by external markers like wealth or status, success becomes about personal growth, virtue, and the positive impact you have on others. Each challenge faced with resilience, each act of compassion, each moment of patient reflection adds to a life that is not only successful, but meaningful and fulfilling. As we wrap up our exploration of Stoic wisdom, remember that this is not the end, but the beginning of a lifelong journey. Embracing Stoicism is about continuous learning and growth, adapting these principles as you encounter new experiences and challenges. The practices we discussed are tools you can refine and expand them over time, making them uniquely yours. I invite you to take what resonates from this series and integrate it into your daily life. Start small, perhaps a morning reflection or a mindful pause during a stressful moment. Over time, these small changes will compound, leading to profound personal transformation. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found value in these insights, please consider subscribing for more discussions on Stoic philosophy and personal growth. Share your thoughts, experiences, and challenges in the comments. I would love to hear how Stoicism is shaping your life. Let's continue to support each other as we strive not just for success, but for a life rich in meaning, virtue, and positive impact.